Good evening, everybody. It is your favorite realtor, Hugo, here. Hugo Quintanilla, to be precise. Where are my glasses, actually? Now that I think about it, I can't see you guys for anything. Here they are. Ladies and gentlemen, this is another Live at 5. Thank you so much for tuning in on YouTube and on Facebook. I appreciate it. If you have any question, comments, or feedback, please feel free and leave them in the comments below. As always, this is your block of time, 15 to 20 minutes a day, where we look at real estate and learn a little bit more about it and how it can benefit you. As always, I am your realtor, Hugo. My website is yourrealtorhugo.com. My phone number is 240-389-4846. And my email is hugo@lnf.com. Today, we are back at the series of your ultimate 30-day home selling blueprint, day 2. Day 2 will be a very easy day because you'll be able to do a lot of day 2 just hanging out at home. Now, the reason that is because day 2 you're going to be crafting your home's master plan, researching market trends and setting the stage for successful sale. And how do you really do that? That's what we're going to be talking about today. Really trying to give you some tips and tricks. If you have any suggestions yourself, if you've sold a home and know of anything that you found relatively beneficial when you sold your property, please feel free and leave it in the comments below. We're always here to share and care for each other and one another because we can really not progress in real estate if we do not take care of each other. So shout out and special hello to everyone that hasn't seen us since last year. I appreciate you all for tuning in. As I said earlier, please feel free and check out the YouTube channel at Hugo for Long and Foster, and also the replay that we will be doing later on. There will be more content on there that is exclusive to the YouTube channel, but as of right now, you'll be seeing more condensed, edited versions of these live streams there on a weekly basis. So I hope that you have time to check them out. Leave your feedback, leave a like if you do, subscribe if you can. Otherwise, go ahead and just check out these lives and let me know what you think. As always, I appreciate all of you that tune in, and let's just jump into it. Explore comparable sales. Look for recently sold homes similar to yours in size and location and features. It's just easy. It's step 1. When you really get on there and you just type in your address, you don't really need anybody else to show you how to use Zillow. My suggestions would be definitely that you use a reputable source. Don't look at somewhere that might have not good reviews. And if you can, if there are open resources for realtors that definitely use those, because your local resource, like a realtor, will be a lot more up to date and knowledgeable in what you need and also what they need from you to get the job done. Analyze pricing trends. Study the pricing trends in your neighborhood over the last few months or years. It is very difficult to price properties right now. We are seeing a fluctuation depending on the area. Some places prices have gone back down. Not a lot. Don't get ahead of yourself. But some places it has continued to rise. So, keeping that in mind, make sure to zoom out to see where the history of properties has been, maybe even as far back as 2007 and 8, and also zoom in to see how many properties have gone on sale in the last month to 3 months. Because after lockdown, the fluctuations of prices were so dramatic that really a 6-month time frame is too wide for getting a pricing strategy together. It leaves too much up to chance. For example, if you were getting a quote of a property value 6 months ago in the summertime of, say, well, it really depends on the market. But say you were getting a quote 6 months ago, chances are that quote will not be valid today. Why? because the prices have changed. The demand has changed. There might be more properties in your area than there were back then. There might be less properties in your area where you might be leaving money on the table. So also make sure to properly look at what growth potential you have in an area too, because you don't want to put yourself in a position where you price your property so high no one wants to rent it, or you get tenants that only want to stay for a short amount of time and inevitably break a lease, which is the worst thing you could do. Number three, consult online platforms. Utilize real estate websites or apps to access sales data and market trends. I'll show you on the re edit of this live my application form that you can go and check out. But if you're at home right now, let me see if I can bring it up for you guys. It is going to be at Hugo Quintanilla, my first and last name, dot realtor. You just type that into your browser, no www, just hugoquintanilla.realtor, exactly like you see it right there on the screen. And it will take you directly to a private portal where you can see all the listings and be able to download the app and look at everything that I see on a daily basis. So it will update real time, and you'll be able to create different searches and also share properties with me, which is also great. So definitely check out that resource. It's hugoquintanilla.realtor, and that's a direct link into the Bright MLS system that covers a pretty good chunk of the Mid-Atlantic. So I think everywhere from Delaware to some of the Carolinas, and even as far up as Pennsylvania. I have to double check and confirm, but it's like 13 different places, I believe. You caught me off guard there. But at any rate, go ahead and check it out and feel free. Another great resource if you're looking for a good quote to start the process of where your pricing should be is to check out montgomerycounty.real estate. Now, I've been told, because I said it on last live, that this site does not work everywhere. It only works in the Bright MLS footprint. So I would suggest that if you're in Maryland, DC, or Virginia, you could probably use this site safely, and it's not a big deal. The reason why you probably wouldn't want to use it outside of this area is because this is in a estimator. And so really it's based out of the area of where I work and service. So it's not going to go too much further than DMV. And I apologize for that, for anybody that tried to search the website and find more information somewhere else. But you can use it. It's the same way as you use the Hugo Quintanilla realtor site. This is Montgomery County real estate. You'll be able to go in there, and it's a free page where you'll be able to type in your address and then get a price quote of where your property should be in comparison to the market. You'll see comparable analysis. You'll have a real world look of the value of your property, and we can discuss it further. It'll connect you straight into my portal, and we'll be able to reach out. You'll see my information right there at the bottom. Now, if you ever have a question about the value of a property, definitely reach out to a realtor. It's one of the most important steps because you can do it faster and you can get to market sooner working with a realtor and avoid a lot of pitfalls more than anything else. Shameless plug out of the way. Examine days on market. Note how long properties similar to yours are staying on the market before selling. I will tell you something. The days on market matter. Also, look at the days on market average for the agent. That also matters. There are reasons why agents can sometimes move properties faster than others. They have bigger teams, wider resources, and a more expensive purse to work with these listings. So, to know what type of budget these agents have to work with you is something that you will consult with them on the listing appointment and negotiate with them about what it is that they are actually bringing to the table. Don't make it seem like you're doing them a favor. They have to still work for this commission. Consider Actually, let me do this one first. Consider seasonal trends. Evaluate if these seasonal fluctuations in home prices or market activity in your area is temporary or long term. That's one of the hardest things. We have a very seasonal market here. We have a spring that starts in February, a summer that goes probably until about September, and then fall is probably about 2 months, October and November. And then after the holidays, that's probably the winter. So you have to take that into consideration that the people that want to move in the winter need to move. They are serious about doing business and would like to execute quickly. In the summertime and the springtime, you have a lot more options, you have a lot more flexibility, you have people sometimes taking more time to make decisions because there are more options. So keep that in mind because that will impact your striking point, at which point you put the listing on the market, but it will also impact your potential list, well, offer to list price percentage. So how much people are actually offering you at or above listing. And ideally, we want it to be above listing. We never want it to be below listing. We don't want to mark down properties or reposition them. We want to hit the market appropriately at the right time and at the right price so that we have a good turnout the first 2 weeks. That's the key time. After that window of time, properties in the mind of the public are stale. And it can lead to questions of what's wrong with the property, what's wrong with the agent, what's wrong with the landlord. Understand buyer preferences. Determine what features or amenities are currently appealing to buyers in your market. See what really is selling. Is solar a really big feature in your neighborhood? Is Tesla, banks a big thing in your neighborhood? Do you see a lot of Teslas in your neighborhood? These are all things. A fireplace, a outdoor gazebo, all outdoor features. For example, decks, things like that. These are all things that if they are common in your area will impact you if you do not have them. Now, if you have them and you are one of the few that has them, of course, even more improved value. Properties that have more worth bring lesser value properties up over time, and properties with less worth will drag higher end properties in a similar neighborhood down. And that's where we have the equilibrium of real estate. And this is only happens when properties turn over hands that we see this difference between old and new pricing. Local economic factors. Research local economic conditions or developments that may impact housing demand. Is the job market really failing? Are interest rates really going to change? What are the things that you're hearing on the radio, on the news that might impact a person that is in the market? And be conscious of that because that will impact how many people are in the market right now. Right now, we have a huge need for supply. We don't have enough homes. We have elevated levels for the interest rates. We're hoping levels will return lower and we expect there to be change, but that's really about it. So, keeping that in mind, maybe not living at the beck and call of the news, but also being aware that, hey, we're in an election year. Hey, there might be some local politics involved. Hey, there might be some extra taxes involved. Hey, for example, local government taxes. There was an increase in taxes recently in local government here. So that could impact how many people actually want to move here. Just as simple as that. Will lessen our pool of applicants that we can have from other places or buyers that we could have from other places. Speak with real estate professionals. Consult with local real estate agents or professionals to gain insights into the current markets. Speak to a few of them. At this point, it's not even a real professional meeting if you don't want it to be. You can just call and make a small question or, get some information about them. They probably make a meeting. Feel free and take it if you'd like, if you feel comfortable, but don't feel any obligation to really commit to anyone. Really, are in the research phase right now. This is day 2. So just get a feel for the market and maybe even call a few agents and see if you could get a feel for them and see how they answer questions, maybe that could be a reason why you call them. So that could be something to think about. Also, research what type of agent you would like to work with. If you would like to work in your own native language, that could be something as well. If you have a property that's very unique, or you would like to target a certain demographic, and particularly aim it at the widest audience possible, you have to hand select that realtor, because not every realtor is the same. We are not all trained the same. Attend open houses or showings. Visit open houses or attend showings in your neighborhood to observe current market offerings. See what they're doing. See what the customs are. See really how they're showing out for their properties. Sometimes it'll be just as easy as someone standing at the door welcoming you in. Sometimes it will be Ringling Brothers and an elephant in the front with barbecue and pulled pork in the back. Like, it can be a lot. So just see what is going on in your neighborhood and take note of it. You know, those are the things that your realtor can help you with, that takes a lot of the stress out on you, because they can throw that party. They can throw those things at their expense and then deduct it from their commissions later on. But this is all part of the negotiation process that can happen later on. Just taking note of these things, of what happens at an open house, how showings are done, consulting with open house agents and seeing how their practices are. These are all things that you can easily do on day two. And then finally, keep track of the data that you've collected today. Maintain a record or gather information and trends to reference during discussions with your realtor. All this information is going to be part of your own public wealth of information and knowledge that you're going to keep to later on use to negotiate your best commission, and to also put yourself into a position to win. Not expect something that is unattainable, and really work towards completing the task of selling your property as soon as possible. Conducting these tasks will provide you with a comprehensive understanding of your local real estate market, helping you determine the potential value of your home accurately. And that's all being done without even consulting a real estate agent directly. You can do the majority of that by yourself. So I hope that all of you are having a fantastic new year so far. It's already day two, and it has been incredible for me. So I really do appreciate all of you. Um, Again, if you or anyone you know needs help in real estate, buying, selling, leasing, investing, please feel free and reach out. My name is Hugo Quintanilla. I am licensed in Maryland, but can help you all over the United States and the world. um, my phone number is 240-389-4846. My email is hugo@lnf.com, and my website is yourrealtorhugo.com. I am usually available from 10 to 7. Feel free and reach out whenever. I will get back to you as soon as possible. Follow me online on YouTube and on Facebook. I'm on TikTok at Hugo for Long and Foster. And yeah, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for your time and your tuning in, because really this wouldn't be possible without you. And I will promptly work on a new video for you this week, and we will get that out. I really do appreciate all of your support, everyone that has called and wished me well for the new year. Thank you, thank you, thank you all. It truly is nice to know that I'm so supported by all of you. And thank you again for your time and sticking with me. And let's make 2024 another fantastic year. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. Again, I appreciate all of you. Reach out if you need help. If you know anybody else that needs help, share with them this live. And I will see you guys tomorrow for day 3 of the ultimate 30-day home selling blueprint. Thank you. Take care. Have a great day. Bye.